These are the top 5 features you must know about in the latest Power BI update of April 2020. Now, these features pack quite a bunch. Our number 5 feature here is a user interface tweak you're going to love. Number 4 will help you easily make all of your reports have a consistent look. Number 3 is something that's going to help you optimize your queries and help them run faster and better. Number 2 is one of the most highly requested improvements to conditional formatting. But number 1 is a mind-blowing feature, which is truly going to put self-serve into self-service BI and going to empower all of your Power BI report users. So let's get started with number 5. But hey, I'm being rude. Let me say hello. I'm Avi Singh, Microsoft MVP and best-selling Power BI author. And if you want to become a Power BI pro, make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you are notified whenever I go live to answer your Power BI questions. If you want to catch up on all the recent Power BI updates, just click in the corner and access our complete month-by-month playlist. All right, so number 5 is a user interface tweak you're going to love, and there are 2 of them actually. One is the rectangular lasso select and new visualization icons. Let me just show you. So lasso select works pretty much like in PowerPoint, where you can just drag your mouse and select the visuals around. And of course, once you have selected, then you can move them together and so forth. So again, kind of like a PowerPoint feel and looks pretty cool. And the other one also brings Power BI closer to the Office family in that the visualization icons have been updated. I like the new cool look. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. So those are your user interface updates. Let's move on to number 4, and this is going to help you make all of your reports have a consistent look. And this feature is the ability to do customized themes. Now, this is a mind-blowing feature, and now it's in general availability. So if you go into the view menu, you can see this beautiful layout of all these themes. You can just select and change with a single mouse click. But the key feature here is this one about the ability to customize the current theme really easily. All you have to do is click this button and you can change the colors, you can change the text sizes. There's a lots of settings you can change, and in the end, if you like, you can just name your custom theme and just hit apply and save that as your personal theme, maybe matching with your company colors or things like that. So certainly a pretty cool feature here. Before we move on to our top 3, a quick shout out to a number 1 ranked Power BI tutorial. And if you're just getting started or keep getting stuck in Power BI but want to create beautiful dashboards, then check it out. Links are in the corner and down in the description below. So let's move on to our top 3, and the number 3 here is going to help you optimize your query. And the number 3 update is Query Diagnostics Update. So what is this about? This is not a new feature, but it has some changes. To give you a quick recap, the Query Diagnostics, what it lets you do is it gives you these start diagnostics and stop diagnostics button. Kind of starts tracing on the back end. So you can hit the start button and click refresh on your model, and it's going to trace all of the queries that's going on, all of the work that the query editor or the query engine is doing in the back end, and track detailed information on that. Now, rest assured, you don't have to look at this table. You can easily visualize it and look at it visually just using Power BI and figure out where the bottlenecks may be or where are the steps where you may want to optimize your queries. Now, if you want to learn more, we're going to put a links to in the description below to find more information about Query Diagnostics. Now, just a tip for the mobile users: to see the description, just tap the video title. YouTube doesn't make it easy on mobile users to see the description. All right, so what's the feature for this update is the diagnose step, which gives you a little more control about specific steps which you want to diagnose, and most importantly, the diagnostic options, which lets you control the amount of detail that gets captured. So you can decide whether you want to capture aggregated data, detailed data, performance counters, or not. So that is our number 3 feature. Moving on to number 2, and this was one of the most highly requested improvements to conditional formatting, and Power BI team has delivered on this. Take a look. So before, you could apply conditional formatting, lots of different styles, background colors, data bars, and so forth, but it didn't apply to the totals, which was pretty embarrassing in a lot of cases. And the Power BI team has heard you loud and clear, and now they have this option to apply any conditional formatting to either values only, values and totals, or totals only. So it gives you a lot more control. So earlier, which looked like this, can now look like this. So that's a number 2 feature. And are you ready for the mind-blowing number 1 feature, which is going to put self-serve into self-service BI? And this feature is the ability to personalize visuals. Now let's take a step back and let's make sure we understand this layout. So you as an author are going to author the Power BI model in Power BI Desktop. But at that point, you're going to publish it to PowerBI.com, where lots and lots of users are going to consume it. If that does not make sense, then go check out my tutorial that I mentioned earlier. So this is where this feature really delivers. It makes all of these consumers who are going to consume the report, it gives them the ability to personalize their visuals and truly have it be self-serve BI. So let's look at the scenario. So let's say you as an author build this report, and it's a beautiful report and mostly everybody loves it. But there's some users, maybe there's Catherine, who's saying, you know what, I would like that visual to show me sales by occupation and group. And then there's Jimmy, who says, you know what, I want to see that, but I want to see that as a 100% stacked chart. And then there's Carol, who wants to see a trend over time. So you see, users might have different needs, and if every time they have to go back to the model or the report author, that can take up a lot of time, and that is not really self-serve BI. With this features, the users have the ability to personalize their visuals as they want. So this is what you need to do to use it. First, you need to enable it. This is a preview feature. So go into previews option and enable that. And then you need to turn it on in report settings. But once you have done that, then users are going to have the ability to personalize their visuals once they're published to PowerBI.com, right? So you publish the report there, and there on the front end PowerBI.com, users can just go to your report and click the personalize button, and they have all of these options in there to really change the layout, change the fields, and pretty much do whatever they want. So it gives them a lot of ability. And once they've done that, they can save that as a personal bookmark. And not just that, they can also make it the default view so that when they load it, their personalized view is the one that's loaded by default. How amazing is that? So that's our number 1 feature, which puts self-serve into self-service BI. Hey, leave us a comment. Let us know which new feature was your favorite. Check out the videos that I mentioned in this video by clicking in the corner, or you can click here to keep watching our next video. Now, don't forget to subscribe, as that really helps support our channel and helps us put out great content. Until next time, power on.